Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. I know it's been a while since my last video again, and I'm really sorry about that. But I wanted to do an official video on probably most likely the biggest reason why my videos have been so sporadic these last couple of years. A few years ago I used to be really into YouTube, so I was able to, really focus on editing and uploading and all this kind of stuff, because it was like a massive love and passion of mine, as I was hyper fixated on getting YouTube videos out and everything like that. When I started doing Twitch, I realised actually I enjoy doing that so much more, and I've started hyper fixating on doing lots of streams and trying to get my Twitch channel out there and trying to get my followers on that platform instead. And YouTube's kind of taking a bit of a back burner. I'm still trying to upload. This isn't a goodbye video for YouTube, by the way, I just want to clarify. It's actually an explanation as to why my YouTube videos have become so sporadic, and also as well it helps me understand as well why I'm struggling so much of doing YouTube videos now. And the biggest reason why is, of course, as you probably can see by the title, I was diagnosed ADHD about 2-3 months ago now, and as you can imagine, it was a bit of a shock. Like, I think it was like last year I started to think I have it. I obviously didn't have it confirmed until a couple of months ago, so I didn't want to go around saying I had it, and actually I didn't, because I thought that would be kind of disrespectful to do that. I've done a lot of research on ADHD even before I got diagnosed, because for a long time I felt like something wasn't right with me. Like, I felt like my brain just wasn't wired properly. I didn't feel like I was a normal person. I felt like there was something wrong, but no one seemed to pick up on it, not even me, for a long time. I have been diagnosed with the inattentive type of ADHD, which used to be called ADD, I believe, but then they changed it to be ADHD of 3 different types. So they have the inattentive distractible type, is what I've got. They have the impulsivity hyperactivity type, I can't talk today, and they have the combined type. The combined type is actually the most common, but I've only got the inattentive type. I'm not on medication yet, I'm on the waiting list for it, and I think I've still got a few months to go until I get medication for it. It's the biggest reason why I've not been able to sit down and edit a YouTube video, because YouTube is no longer my hyperfixation, and people with ADHD obviously have like hyperfixations and stuff like that, and once they find something that they absolutely love, they'll focus on that constantly. And obviously mine at the moment is currently Twitch. This is why YouTube very much is quite overwhelming for me, so I really struggle to edit YouTube videos and upload them now on time, because I just find it too overwhelming and too difficult. And for the longest time I thought I was just being lazy, so I was like, why can I not do this anymore? Like, I could do this so much before. But no, it's just because I get overwhelmed very easily. I always have, but I just always put it down to me being lazy. So to know I'm not actually being lazy, I actually have a neurological condition which makes me feel this way, makes me act this way, makes me feel so much better. I am also currently on the waiting list to be referred to have an autism referral, because I think I might also be autistic as well, but as I haven't been confirmed as autistic yet, I will not be saying I have autism, because I feel, again, that's disrespectful. If I haven't got a confirmation and a diagnosis, I will not say I have it until I have that confirmed diagnosis or not. But the problem with the autism diagnosis, I have actually been sent the forms for it, which I have to fill out, but they are so overwhelming. And I got sent them, I think it was like over 2 months ago, and I still have not been able to complete these forms, because it's over 70 questions, and it's very difficult and overwhelming for me to complete right now. So I completely admit the reason what's taking me so long to get an autism referral and diagnosis is because I haven't done the forms yet, and I keep telling myself to do the forms, but I just can't do them right now. And as I'm not on medication yet either, I don't know when I'll be able to get them completed. I don't know if I'll be able to get them completed before I go on medication or not. I don't know. Also, when it comes to medication as well, I'm only going to trial it for now, because I've heard really good things about medication, but I've also heard really bad things about medication as well. So I'm just going to give it a trial, see how it makes me feel. If I don't like it, I'll just come off it, because I've spent 30 years unmedicated, committed. I'm sure I'll be fine if it doesn't work out for me. It'll be disappointing, don't get me wrong, but if it really doesn't want to work for me, then I'm not going to stay on it if it's just not working. What I would love though is if anyone is watching this who is on medication for ADHD, please do feel free, absolutely no pressure of course, to post your experiences with medication down below. Maybe just offer me a bit of reassurance, or offer other people watching some reassurance if they're into medication as well. Anyone else who's been diagnosed with ADHD and would like to, you know, reach out in any way, that'd be fantastic as well. So I always want to meet other people with the same condition as me. But yeah, any kind of comments or advice or tips would be fantastic as well. I will try and give some in this video because ever since I got diagnosed like 3-4 months ago, I've been doing like a lot of research into like the different traits that ADHD gives you and why I react the way I react to certain things and why I behave and stuff like that, which helps me understand myself a lot better too. So like when I'm having a bad day and when my ADHD is really playing up for every reason, I know how to deal with it a bit better now, how to manage it a bit better now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am still struggling because I'm still very new to this whole new like world, because I've literally just been plunged into this world of having ADHD when for the last 30 years I've not known I had it. So of course I'm still learning quite a lot. So again, any advice would be fantastic. But I've been looking up stuff like rejection sensitive dysphoria, hypersensitivity, all the different stuff that comes with ADHD. I can't remember it off the top of my head right now, so that's another thing which you probably, if you have ADHD, you can relate to. I've memory like a goldfish. So memory's been actually really bad, quite bad recently. It's even got to the point where like it's affected my streaming career as well, because for example I might be playing a game which I played before, like maybe even loads of times before, but last time I played it would be like a year ago. So when I stream it again, it's like I'm playing it again for the first time, so I can't remember half the stuff happened in the game. And obviously when people in chat are like, but I thought you played this before, so how can you not remember? And I'm like, I generally don't, and sometimes it can be really embarrassing, quite upsetting, and I often will put something down and I'll lose it. There's a amount of times I've lost my wireless earbuds, I put them back in their case, put them down somewhere, and then I can't remember where I put them. And it's just, that can be very embarrassing as well. So yeah, that's all another reason why sometimes when I'm doing videos, I might look something up for a video and then I'll forget what it was, and I'll just embarrass myself on video. So I just thought I'd be honest and say, I can't remember all the ADHD traits off my head right now, but the ones that are most prevalent in my mind is obviously rejection sensitive dysphoria, because I suffer from that really badly, and also hypersensitivity as well. But I do also have a habit of taking things very literally. So if you tell me to do something, I will do exactly that. I do struggle as well to read tone. So when it comes to things like text, stuff like that, if you don't use an emoji and you're really blunt with me, I'll think you hate me. Just as an example. But that is another thing I often struggle with, so that's quite prevalent in my mind as well. It's been a bit of a journey, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I am now 30 years old. I hadn't long turned 30 and I got diagnosed, so of course, like, I spent 30 years living with undiagnosed ADHD. No one picked it up. The only reason I know I have it, it's actually because of TikTok. I know it's the stereotypical thing, everyone thinks they have ADHD and autism because of TikTok, but honestly, it was TikTok made me realise that something was actually wrong with me, because for the longest time I thought I just had anxiety, because I am a very anxious person anyway, naturally. So for the longest time I thought I just had anxiety, like really bad anxiety, and that's why I was the way I was, until I went on TikTok and realised that actually I think there's something much more wrong than just anxiety. Actually, one other thing I will mention as well in today's videos, I want a lot more people to know about this system, but I actually decided to go through Psychiatry UK. I'll put the link to the website I use to get diagnosed down below in the description. It's completely free through the NHS. It's through the NHS Right to Choose. I know that the waiting list to get diagnosed with ADHD and autism at the moment is like 3 to 4 years. This cuts your waiting list time down to about 6 months. If you live in the UK, I really recommend using this service. I think I was seen within 8 months rather than 2-3 years. I think there is others as well through the Right to Choose service, but I went through Psychiatry UK, so I cannot recommend them enough. They do also do autism referrals as well. You might have to go through a different psychiatrist who's trained that kind of thing. That's what I'm doing right now. I've just got to fill out the forms first. This is going to take me a very long time. Actual referral is done via video link, so like via like a Zoom type service over webcam rather than face to face. There will be some people who will judge that and will say that isn't a legit way of being diagnosed, but I promise you it is. As it's completely free as well, if you want to be seen quicker, I really would recommend doing this, and do not let people's opinions of video link appointments make you not do it, because I cannot recommend them enough. They've been really amazing me so far already. You know, I did go through a little bit of a phase of, oh my god, was I even diagnosed properly, because it was done via video link then via face-to-face appointment. But they give you forms to fill out as well, and they like observe your behaviour over video call too. At the moment I do talk about it a lot, and I'm not going to apologise for that, because you know, I'm brand new to this world and to the whole ADHD thing. I like to call it my superpower. Maybe not every time, sometimes it's just like, why can't you go away? But like, I try to call it my superpower and just say, you know, it's what makes me me, and I'd be boring without it and all this stuff, and makes me feel better. Is anyone watching this who has also been newly diagnosed or anything like that and just wants someone to talk to, or just needs any advice, anything, please feel free to post down in the comments. Even reach out to me on my other social medias, which will be at the bottom of the screen right now and also be linked in the description too. And I'm happy to talk to people and, you know, try and reassure them and try and help them, and even make friends with you all as well. So I love meeting other people with the same condition as me, because I feel like it's a special kind of bond, you know. Anyway, so I hope that does make sense to you all. I will still be doing YouTube, do not worry. I just wanted to explain why my videos have been so sporadic and so, you know, no, I've not really been uploading very much for the last few years actually. I actually still have videos I filmed months ago that I've not uploaded because I haven't edited them yet either. This is how my brain works right now. But yeah, anyway, you're more likely to catch me over on Twitch, because I tend to stream on Twitch like every single day. So if you would like to catch me live, then please feel free to go down to the link down below and also on the screen right now, and give me a cheeky little follow over there. Hopefully you'll catch me live, and if you want to, you can chat to me as well while I'm streaming, because I'm happy to chat to people whenever they want to chat. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything. I hopefully will see you all again at some point this year with another video, but hopefully now this will help people understand a bit more why my uploading and everything is so bad at the moment. And again, I do really apologise, but at least now I have a reason, right? It's the next chapter of my life where I have been finally diagnosed with ADHD, which makes so much sense about how all the things that happen in my life. Of course, it does make me sad sometimes, because it has ruined a lot of relationships and friendships in the past, which I don't think I'll ever be able to get back. And if I do get them back, I don't think things will ever be the same, sadly. But at least now I know why that happened, and I can hopefully go forward knowing how to manage my traits better. I do sometimes go through a thing called neurodivergent grief, I think it's called, where you grieve the life you could have had if you hadn't been diagnosed with this condition. And also I do sometimes grieve the 30 years that I didn't know I had this problem, and so much could have been avoided. But sadly, that isn't what happened, and I do have this condition, and those things did happen, and there's nothing I can do about it. All I can do now is going forward and try and be better and try and manage my condition better, I guess. Anyway, before I start making everyone feel really sad, myself feel really sad, I'm going to go and finish this video. But I hope you'll have a great rest of your year, just in case I don't see you again this year, and maybe hopefully see some of you over on Twitch. Bye!